Hi, I'm Ronald Kaisen, CEO of Cannabaquin and lead formulator at SpectraCom Labs. Like many of you, I've struggled with pain most of my adult life. I've spent hours and thousands of dollars just trying to manage my pain. Until about 15 years ago, all that changed. Let me share my journey with pain and addiction and how I just got here. As a young man, I was extremely active in sports and hard on my body, so the normal aches and pains and injuries were normal to me. So handing out opioids to a 15-year-old inspiring tennis professional is where this all started. A physician. Fast forward 25 years. I'm returning from a West Coast business trip, LA, and I returned home with the typical painful traveler's back. I arranged for a massage, and it's totally normal for me as this was part of my weekly regimen. And my normal masseur was not available, so the manager arranged for a sports specialist who I'd never met to come in her place. Duke was his name. He was a big fella, and I wound up turning a therapeutic massage into a 98% tear in my C4 cervical disc. Duke didn't quite comprehend that my back was not located on my neck, which was now broken. A lot of pain. It didn't end well. And didn't end there. I wound up at the emergency room and I found my arm feeling wet and burning, actually, with a numbness that I'd never felt before, and it started to go traveling down my entire side of my body. My face drooped on one side from the injury, but the doctor said I was being admitted for a stroke. It wasn't a stroke, and it was becoming more evident that I was paralyzed. Then it was confirmed through the x-ray. So here my life of pain and opiate addiction begins. After exhausting the maximum amount of epidurals possible and a half a dozen procedures and consults later, the disc had to be removed and replaced with a prosthetic. Directly after the surgery, my daily regimen of pain management and pain relievers began. Oxymorphine, Oxycontin, Xanax with my cornflakes, Xanax with my breakfast, Flexol was for lunch, followed by my next dosage of painkillers washed down with 4 fingers of Bushmills and a 6-pack of beer. And it just became worse. Much, much worse. Depression set in, and thoughts of death ran rampant through my mind. I was slowly killing myself as the drugs and alcohol completely took over my life. I'd given up. For the first time in my life, I'd given up. My family couldn't stop me, and I didn't care anymore. About a year and a half of this regimen, I fell into a coma. Imagine that. I think I actually died during this coma and came back to life and awoke hell-bent on surviving this. And at that point, I completely stopped everything, cold turkey. Let me just run you through what that encompasses. 8:30 in the morning, bottle of Chardonnay to wash down my daily consumption. 6 milligrams of Xanax, 240 milligrams of Oxycontin, 120 milligrams of Flexeril. I was one relaxed SOB. By 11 a.m., I'm on bottle 2 of wine, which would switch to a 5th of Bushmills along with a 6-pack of my favorite IPA. Passing out is what I called my siesta for the afternoon. Only to let the healing begin again with another bottle of red wine. My dinner pills followed with every evening with a halcyon washed down by 8 ounces of whiskey, and of course my favorite IPA, half a dozen beers. Oh yeah, this is true, and every day for a half a decade, 5 years of my life, this went on. The coma was real, and I do believe God's way of sending a message to me to stop. So I did. I took this advice. It almost killed me. I should never have survived. What I did do is I created a product that gave relief. I created Cannabaquin RX. Literally changed my life. It's clinically proven. Our patent-pending product relieves fast, quick, long, and for hours. It doesn't leave you dull or drowsy. Our patent-pending formula activates the endocannabinoid system. And it does this by using the receptors naturally in the nervous system that detects the imbalance or pain and generates a chemical process which returns the body to its natural homeostasis balance. There's nothing quite like it out there. It's made in the USA, it's non-habit forming, and we're so sure that it can help you too that we're offering the first 1,000 who qualify to participate in our pain trial. Please click here now and start living again pain-free. Thank you.